How you guys doing? It's your boy Big Street here with part 3 of the video series. And today we're going to ask ourselves a double question, and we're going to have to look deep inside ourselves for these answers, okay? It's a very broadly worded question, but if you give me a surface answer, it's not going to give you the answer. If you give yourself a surface answer, it's not going to be the real answer. Okay? You have to look deep. You have to dive into you, into your feelings, into your thoughts, into your scenarios, your situations, and everything. You have to put it all together and then come up with a real answer to your question. Do I give up or do I keep fighting? That's the double question today. When do I give up or when do I keep fighting? It's a very broadly worded question, I know, but if you look inward and you really divulge into yourself, you face all the heartache head on, and you face all the situations and the scenarios head on, and you're able to come up with a real deeply centered answer, then you'll be able to have your answer to the question of when to give up and when to keep fighting. And it could be like this question could be applied to any aspect of your life. It could be education, it could be career, it could be your next car purchase, your next home purchase, where you're gonna live. Hell, it could even go down to like the color of paint of the walls, or the color of carpet you want, or the kind of furniture you want. It could be applied to anything. You just gotta look inward. You gotta dive deep, and you gotta figure out the right answer, the correct answer. And I'm not saying the answer that suits your attitude. No, it's going to be the answer that answers your question, that gives you life answers. It's not a fucking surface answer. It's a deep answer. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to ask this question, and then we're going to look deep, and we're going to come up with the answers. The other day I had some of the most harshest words ever said to me. I had the most painfulest truths I've ever heard in my life when it came to me. And that inspired me for this. That inspired me to look inward. Look inward and start questioning the questions. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask ourselves some questions, and we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deeper than the Titanic, you know. We're gonna go deeper than the Marianas Trench. If you know, that's how deep we're gonna go. We're gonna go deep, and we're gonna come up with either the answer or the path to the right answer. You know, as long as we're moving forward, we're good. The shit that happened to me the other night, it completely crushed me. It broke me down. I almost fell backwards, but I plateaued. You know, I plateaued. I stewed in my emotions too long, and I was too much into my feelings, and I started going down the negative path, and then my negative thoughts were overpowering my positive thoughts, and I just like, oh man, I'm going backwards. I can't do that. I have to figure out a way to like either stay on the step I'm on right now or take the next step. Stay on the step I'm on or take the next step. And I was like, fuck man, how do I not fall backwards with what I was told, right? And so I just like, well shit man, do I keep fighting or do I give up on this? Like, do I keep fighting or do I accept what it is? And I told myself, no, because no, like it just doesn't make sense for me to give up. Not yet, you know. And I've had a few days to really reflect on this, and this is like the 4th time I've shot this video. I don't know if I have the correct answer yet, and I don't know if I have the correct path for my answer. But I do know one thing. I do feel like I'm moving forward, and I do feel like I didn't step back. I didn't fall backwards at all. And I feel that not just in my head, I feel that in my heart, and I feel it in my gut, and I feel that through my whole body that, you know what, I plateaued. I almost fell backwards, but I kept moving forward. And that's what we want to do. Is like we could plateau, we could level off, and then we're gonna go forward. We're gonna keep climbing those steps to everything, to happiness, to self-respect, to self-love, self-worth, and all that, right? But right now we're gonna dive into ourselves. We're gonna dive into ourselves with these questions. These questions, this question right here, when to give up or when to keep fighting, actually inspired me to ask questions, like sub questions for those questions right there. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dive into those questions, and we're gonna analyze what they can possibly mean. And we're gonna do this, man. I came up with this last night. We're gonna think before we speak, and we're gonna analyze before we vocalize. We're gonna think before we speak, and we're gonna analyze before we vocalize. Because you know what? If you think before you speak, you're gonna say smarter answers. But if you analyze what you want to say before you vocalize what you want to say, you're gonna have the proper answer. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna think before we speak, we're gonna analyze before we vocalize, and we're gonna dive deep onto the questions that relate to the main question, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready to fucking touch the core? I'll give you a second. Are you ready? The first question that we're gonna ask ourselves in relation to the main questions is, do you see the signs around you? Are the signs around you there for you to see? Are the signs around you there for you to acknowledge? Are you acknowledging the signs that are there? And we'll do a scenario for clarity, right? Like, say you're driving down the interstate, you're driving down the highway, you're just cruising along, right? The highway's life. Your vehicle that you're driving in is you. And the signs on the highway, are they clear as day? Are they giving you the directions that you need to do? And are you gonna follow those signs? Or are there signs there and they're just so cloudy and so blurry that you can't understand what they are yet? And you're just gonna keep driving cautiously, but you're gonna keep moving forward until those signs clear up. Or the third option is, do you see the signs on your path, on your journey, but you're ignoring them? Which one of those three? Because that's what we have to do. We have to figure out if we do see the signs. We have to figure out if we can acknowledge what the signs are saying, and we have to listen to those signs. Are we seeing what those signs are saying? And are we listening to what they are saying? My signs are there, but they're blurry still. I'll tell you right now, it's like when you come up to a fork, right? You have a fork. You can go left, you can go straight, or you can go right. And the sign on the highway is going to tell you, hey, this is north. This is the same direction. This is south, right? You're headed east. I'm saying east because I'm from Nevada. I can't go much west or else I drive into the ocean, right? So I'm gonna say east because that's the rest of the country, right? Do I want to go north? Do I want to go south? Or do I want to stay on this path? That's what the signs on the highway are telling me. Do you know what that's what the arrows are? Go left, go straight, go right, right? Do you know what the words are telling me for what each path is? They're blurry. I just know I have three options. That's all I have. I have three options. I could give up and get off the highway, or I could keep fighting and stay on the highway, or I could change my entire fucking journey and go left and get on another highway or another road. But I don't know what those directions are telling me. I don't know which one is the right one. So my path right now is foggy and unclear, but I'm still moving forward. I'm not gonna pull over and wait for that sign to clear up. I'm gonna keep moving forward because the signs are there. I just can't understand them yet. And that's fine. If you're in the same shoes as I am, if you're in the same boat as I am, and you don't know what the signs are telling you, but you know you have to keep moving forward, then keep moving forward. Keep working on yourself, and then those signs will clear up. I promise you. Before, I didn't have any fucking signs. Now I have signs. I have a highway. I have an established highway. It's all taken care of. It's well manicured. It's well maintained. There's no potholes, no damn. You can see the lines and everything clearly on the highway, right? But the signs are still blurry. But my path is clear. My path to moving forward is clear. My path is good. I could see miles ahead of me. I could see that my path is going to keep going. And that's what we want. We want to keep going forward, right? No matter what. Even if we have to pull over on the side of the highway and fucking take a power nap to reset, to recharge, we're still facing forward. We're not turning around. We're not going backwards. No, we're either gonna pause, we're gonna plateau, or we're gonna just keep fucking moving on, right? We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep moving forward because that's what we have to do for ourselves. Remember, this isn't about anybody else. This is about ourselves. This is about us. This is about you. This is about me. This is about everybody who's doing this for themselves. We're a fucking team, but we're gonna do this shit on our own with team appreciation and team help. But I can't fix you. You can't fix me. But we can help each other fix each other. And that's what this is. So my path on the highway is, my path is clear, my signs aren't. So that's what we gotta ask ourselves. Can you see the signs around you, and are they clear? Or are you ignoring them? You know? So that's where we're gonna go from that one. Go ahead, breathe, take a second. Now you gotta now we're gonna stay on the highway. We're gonna keep using the highway as a metaphor for this one. A road trip, a car trip is boring without any form of entertainment. So the radio, right? Your radio plays sound. We're gonna use that as the universe. Can you acknowledge what the universe is saying to you? Is the universe speaking to you clear? Is it telling you what you need to hear, what you have to hear? Or is it sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher? Or is it mumbled? Or is it another language? Is it static? What is the universe trying to tell you about what you need to know? Like the signs of the world around you and the universe speaking to you, they're gonna correlate with each other. They're gonna go hand in hand with each other. The signs that you see and the universe acknowledgement of words. And sometimes the words are they'll be clear as day, but they still won't make any sense. And that's for you to dive deep and understand what it's saying to you. Understand what the universe wants to tell you. The universe is very confusing to me right now. The signs that are there are very confusing to me right now. But I'm not going to get lost in the negative of the universe and the signs. I'm not going to dwell on the negative of the universe and the signs. I'm going to look for the positive and the negative so I can move forward. Even if I'm taking baby steps going forward, I am still moving forward. One step forward, one baby step forward today is better than one small step backwards today. I would rather you plateau, level off, and then get your bearings and fucking move forward than fall backwards. I don't want none of us to fall backwards. Is it gonna happen? It probably will. But we're also here to help you move back to going forward. We're also here to get you back on the right path. That's what the community love is all about in this one, okay? So, what are the signs telling you? What are the signs reading? What are the signs around you? What are you seeing about the signs? What is the universe trying to tell you? Are you going to acknowledge what the universe is telling you? Do you understand what the universe is telling you? Or are you just there to listen, like there to just hear it and not listen to what the universe is saying to you? Because that's very important. You have to listen to hear what the universe is saying to you. The universe may tell you what you don't want to hear, but the universe is going to tell you what you need to hear. I've said it before, I would rather somebody be painfully honest with me with the truth and not care about my feelings at that moment, but care about my overall health in the long run, than tell me something that I want to hear now and then figure out how to deal with the consequences later in life. I would rather you just tell me now, let me deal with it now, and I'll figure it out for the future, than tell me something that I want to hear now, and then when the truth comes out in the future, now we're both like, you know? So I would rather you tell me now and let's deal with it now than fucking deal with it later. Just deal with it now, right? So what is the universe telling you? Can you understand what the universe is telling you? And do you acknowledge what the universe is telling you? Can you hear it, or are you just listening? Now with the signs of the world and with the sounds of the universe, now you got to look inside to see and understand what it all means. The signs and the sounds of everything around you. Now you have to hear it and see it and understand it, acknowledge it, comprehend it. And now you got to look inside, and you really got to divulge into that. Divulge. Now you got to really divulge into that particular thing and really analyze it. Really focus in on it, hone in on it, and really contemplate and really meditate, if you want to use that word. Really fix yourself on what it is that you need to look in on the inside and come out with the answers for the outside. Like, it's going to get uncomfortable. It's going to take you on a roller coaster that you don't want to be on. It's going to bring you down a path that you don't want to be on, but you have to be on it. You have to be on that roller coaster. You have to take that path. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to. We've been living in fictional comfort for so long that anything uncomfortable you don't want to do. And guess what? We have to do it. We have to do it. If we want to be better, if we want to be better people for ourselves, if we want to be better respected for ourselves, we have to get uncomfortable. We have to look inside and see and understand what it is that we're hearing and seeing. We have to. Nobody else is going to do it for us, so we have to do it for ourselves, right? So let's do it. Let's really, really take what the universe is telling you and take what the world is showing you, all the signs and all the fucking messages from the world, from the universe, from your everyday life. Put it inside you and really dive deep into that and see and try to understand and acknowledge what they all mean. And then work up the way to answer the original questions with the new information that you have now. The new information that you get from analyzing and looking deep inside. The new information is going to help you move in the right direction to answer when to give up or when to keep fighting. But we're not done. There's more. This next one's going to be a little bit more painfully personal. So this next question I'm going to ask you is going to be painfully personal. It's going to make you kind of hate me if you're not in a good mindset, and I'm fine with that. I'm ready for it. You got to ask yourself, are you holding on to a dream or are you holding on to a reality? And can your dream become the reality? Are you holding on to a dream or are you holding on to reality? Are you living the dream while being in reality, or are you fantasizing about the dream while being in reality? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is what you want just a dream, or is it really achievable? I'm not going to give any situations. I'm not going to give any scenarios, because that question alone is deep enough to cut everybody open. Are you living in a dream? Are you wanting the dream? Are you living in reality and accepting it? That's what you really have to ask yourself. You know, are you holding on to a dream? Or are you holding on, or are you accepting reality? And I'll tell you right now, I don't know what the answer is for me. I'm holding on to a dream, but in my head, in my beliefs, and in my heart, I believe my dream can become a reality. But is it possible? I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I really don't. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know. If I get too personal, I'm going to have to stop this video because I look ugly when I cry. I'm an ugly cry. Okay. I don't know if my dream is a reality or can be a reality. That's what I have to figure out. And the only way I can figure out is if my dream can be a reality, I believe, is if I keep doing what I'm doing. And I keep trying. No, there's no trying this. I keep improving who I am. I keep working on myself, and I keep moving forward. I will be able to get the answers to my question. Is it a dream? Or is it reality? And can my dream become the reality? I don't have that answer for you, because I don't have that answer for me. But I do know with enough work, enough time, and enough patience, we will all get our answers to that question. And time is the only thing on earth that we can't get back. So cherish the time that you have. Cherish the time that you think you wasted on watching these videos or doing self-reflection, all that. Cherish it, because you can't get these seconds back. And I appreciate you for watching this, but I'm hoping you're watching this for yourself, and you just needed like somebody that had the compass to help you navigate. Because that's all I'm doing. I'm figuring this out on myself as well. But I'm talking to you people. I'm talking to everybody, because you know what? Sometimes we need somebody who just helps us in the right direction, who tells us which way the direction we need to go is. Like, hey, bro, can you tell me which way north is? And they just point. Oh, it's that way. Appreciate it. That's what I am. I'm the guy who's going to tell you which direction is which way. But I'm going to kind of I'm going to chronicle part of this journey with you, and the other parts I'm going to deal with on my own. But I'm still going to be doing what I'm talking to you about. This is just the way I'm approaching this, because all the other ways I've tried haven't helped you. They've left me more lost than found. And this way, I'm able to be more found than lost. That's what this is about. Is your dream a reality, or is your dream just a dream? Can your dream be a reality, or is it just a dream? That's what you have to ask. But you got to understand the signs around you. You got to understand what the universe is saying to you. You got to look inside to see and understand what you're seeing, what you're hearing. You have to. You got to have all these questions. And then you got to ask this question. Do I want a dream, or do I want the reality? And can my dream become the reality? That's what you have to ask. And we're not done asking questions about it. We're not done at all. There's more questions. There's always going to be more questions than answers. You just got to determine which questions are more important to you to answer. So sticking with dream and reality, is your dream or reality achievable? Is your dream really achievable, or is your reality achievable? Is a dream just a dream, or is a dream a reality? Is it achievable? Is what you want in this world the real world? Is this the real world? Like, everybody has dreams. Everybody has dreams. I'm not gonna lie, I have dreams. I have so many dreams that some of them are nightmares now, but I have dreams, and I put all these other dreams aside, and I only focus on 3 dreams now, right? So my dreams are reality because I am working towards my dreams. Are you working towards your dreams? Or are you just living in a fantasy land about your dreams? Sometimes you could work really hard towards your dreams, and your reality is the complete opposite of what your dreams actually turn out to be. And that's okay. Remember that. That is okay. Life sucks, man. Life sucks. Life's hard. Life is unfair, but if you have the right mindset and you have the right heart and you have the right character, you can even the playing field. Remember that. So, are you holding on to a dream or reality? And is that dream or reality achievable? That's what you have to ask yourself. There are so many questions in this video that you have to ask yourself, that you have to dive in on, that you have to jump in on, that you have to go all in on, that you have to get uncomfortable with, that you have to fucking accept the real truth and not the false truth that you've been telling yourself for so long. That's what this video is gonna do. It's already done it to me like 4 times, okay? And I'm comfortable with these questions that I have to ask myself, but I'm not avoiding the question. Are you gonna avoid the question? And then you're gonna ask yourself this right here. Is holding on to your dream causing more harm than good in reality? Is if what you're holding on to and what you wanting so bad in your dream, is it causing more harm than good in your reality? Are you trying too hard to achieve your dream and it's just backfiring in reality? Are you trying too hard? Are you doing too much and you're not accepting reality? Is it causing more harm than good? I think about that meme from like years ago, and it was a guy's hand was outstretched and he had a rope on it and he was pulling on it. Instead of the person or whatever on the other end of the rope moving, it was showing he was losing pressure in his hand. He was causing more harm than good. Is holding on to that causing more harm than good? I'm gonna find that picture and I'm gonna put it in this fucking video for us, because are we causing more harm to ourselves and to the people around us by holding on to this dream, or are we doing good? Is that dream in making us become a better person? Is that dream really achievable for everybody to see, accomplish, and love? Is that dream achievable for you? Don't want somebody else's life. Want your life that somebody else is gonna want from you. Not take from you, but just want it. Like, everybody idolizes superstars. I don't. I idolize the people that bust their ass, work hard, love their family, love their community, and love themselves. And they come home and they don't have a super duper mansion, but they're happy. Money isn't happiness. Happiness is happiness. I don't even know what the fuck that means right now. I'm probably gonna edit that one out. But I don't idolize superstars. I don't want what they have. I used to, and then I realized holding on to that kind of dream was causing more harm than good. Is your dream causing you more harm than good in the reality of life? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is holding on to that dream causing more harm than good in your life, in your reality? I don't think anybody wants to answer that question honestly, or I don't think we'll be able to answer that question honestly with each other right now, and that's okay. You want to know why it's okay? Because we're working towards that answer. We're not going to give up. We are working towards that answer for ourselves, and when you get the answer, when it finally hits you, you're probably going to smile and be like, I finally have the answer. And then your emotions are going to adjust to how that answer affects you. Just remember, whatever that answer is, it's for your better. It's for you. You have to accept it. You don't have to like it, but you have to accept it, and you have to move forward from it. Please. Some of us, our answer is going to be, yeah, it's causing more harm than good, and we're not going to want to let go of that dream, but we're going to have to, because why would you want to harm the other people for your dream? Why would you want to keep harming yourself for that dream? It's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody else. If if you're doing more harm than good trying to accomplish a dream, nobody's gonna win on that. So you have to look inside, and when that answer hits, you have to accept it and you have to move forward from it. Whether you like it or not, that answer is gonna be the best answer for you on your journey. It's okay to feel sad about it. It's okay to wreck your mind over it for a little bit, but we're not gonna fall backwards, right? We're not. We have come too far to fall backwards. We're moving forward. If we have to pull over on the side of the road and take a break, we're gonna do that, but we're not gonna turn around and go backwards. We're gonna keep going forward because that's what we have to do, right? Because that's what we have to do. The next question is, when do you give up on fighting? That answer is very simple. You don't give up on fighting. You don't give up on fighting for yourself, for a better you. That's the answer. You never give up fighting for a better you. If you're doing it for the right reasons, you never give up fighting for a better you. And if you're doing it to be a better you, that is the right reason. A better you will reach other people, and that's fine. But a better you will be a better version of yourself, and that's what we want. A better you will have the answers to these questions one day. A better you will be able to look in the mirror one day and be like, we did it! We did it! We went through it all! We conquered our fucking demons! We got rid of that negativity! We did it because we never stopped fighting for ourselves, right? We never stop believing in ourselves. We don't stop fighting for ourselves if we're going to be a better version of ourselves. If we're going to be a better version of ourselves, we never give up that fight. The answer to the question is never. We never give up fighting to be a better version of ourselves. If we did 9 push-ups yesterday, we're going to do 10 today. If we did 10 dishes yesterday, we're going to do 11 today. If we showered for 5 minutes yesterday, we're going to shower for 10 today. I don't even know what that means. That's not going to stay. We don't give up fighting for each other, but we don't give up fighting for ourselves. Only you can make yourself better. Only you can dive inside you and figure out your flaws and figure out your wrongs and figure out what's holding you back. And only you can tackle that, overcome it, and rise to the top. I'm here to help you, but only you have to do the work. You have to accomplish it. Do I want to see you succeed? Do I want to see you happy? Do I want to see you as a better version of yourself? You're fucking goddamn right. But I can't do the work for you. I can't fight your fight. I'm fighting my own. I could be the guy in the corner giving you encouragement, be the dude in the marathon who gives you the water when you're running. I could be that guy on the football field, basketball court, baseball diamond. You trip and fall, I could be the one who helps pick you up, but I can't make you get up. I can't fight your fight. I can't be on the side of the ring yelling out encouragement and be in that ring boxing with you. I can't be the guy on the side of the track giving out water and Gatorade to runners and then be the guy on the race running for you. But I'm also the guy who's fighting my own fight in my ring. I'm also the guy who's running the marathon in my own race. I'm also the basketball player on that free throw line shooting the free throws. I'm the fucking baseball player making the play of the game. I'm the football player who's trying to tackle the quarterback. I'm the guy who's doing my fight, my battles for me. I'm never going to stop fighting for myself. I hope you never stop fighting for yourself. Because at the end of the day, we could all be winners. We could all be triumphant. We could conquer our demons and come out on top. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? I love you, man. I love every last one of you who watches these videos. I love every last one of you who believes in yourself enough to go on to the next day. I love every last one of you who says, you know what? Today's not the day for that. Today I'm not going to dive into the negativity. Today I'm not going to dive or dwell on the negative. Today I'm not going to look in the past and stay there. Today, no, I'm going to take those negative thoughts. I'm going to shut them up. No, today I'm going to be the dude who says, fuck the past. I'm going forward. Everybody has a past. It's all fucked up. Everybody has situations right now that they don't want to have. But not everybody has the willpower to keep fighting. Do you? I do. I will never stop fighting for my life. Because I've almost given up on it way too many fucking times. And I'm not lying about that, okay? I'm doing this for me so everybody around me can benefit. But I'm mostly doing it for me so I can benefit. So I can know what it's like not to have these questions in my head. Not to have the negativity in my head. I want to know what it's like to feel happiness. Don't you? I want to know what it's like to feel peace. Don't you? So let's ask these questions of ourselves. Let's answer these questions for ourselves. Let's dive deep into these questions and get the truth for ourselves. We can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know I can do it. So let's fucking do it. Let's get it together. Let's settle down. Let's buckle it in. And let's fucking get our answers to our life, because nobody else is going to give it to us. Nobody else is going to get those answers. So let's do it. Let's ask these questions. Let's look inside and let's fucking answer them truthfully, honestly, and realistically. All right? Big Street, I love you guys. Peace.